Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Collegian Sports Hot Seat. I'm Corey Rholdon.
I'm David Wright.
Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it.
2 for 2 on the end. I love it.
Walk it like
Samantha?
Coach Shu is one of the greatest coaches we
Walk
had.
it like I talk it. Hey, walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Collegian Sports Hot Seat. I'm Corey Rholdon.
And I'm Damon Wright.
We have a very special guest today, the small forward for the Mississippi College Choctaws, Mr. Donovan Ham. How you doing today, Donovan?
Good, man. Thanks you guys for having me on the show.
Of course.
And it's an honor. We're excited. Before we get started, we're going to take a quick commercial break with our sponsor, 303 Jefferson.
Came through drippin', came through drippin', came through drippin', diamonds on my wrist, they drippin', ice. Came through drippin', came through drippin', came through drippin', diamonds on my wrist, they drippin'.
Tired of the cab? Take a walk down Brick Street, 303 Jefferson. Open 6 days a week.
Welcome back. So Donovan, your dad played in the NBA with the Detroit Pistons and had a pretty long NBA career. What was it like growing up around NBA players all the time?
Growing up around NBA players is definitely a blessing. I mean, I've seen a lot from just learning from him, just his preparation for games, just him looking through scouting reports, the work he puts in the gym, how he used to stay in the gym all day, and how it's a never-ending job. It's always something to do, and you always have to be good every day and be prepared as much as possible.
Do you remember when your dad won the championship with the Detroit Pistons, and what was that like?
Oh yeah, I'll never forget it, man. It was in Detroit, 2004. Man, it was probably one of the best things I've ever seen. Like, just like the celebration and just like the whole city of Detroit just got around the Pistons, and they just showed them with so much love, and the Pistons, like, it was a great feeling and a great championship for the city.
Tell me a little bit about your hometown and what type of impact it has had on you.
My hometown, I've lived in so many places, so it's kind of tough to say I have a hometown, but like I say my hometown is really like Atlanta, since that's the last 2 years I went to high school, and Atlanta's real big on basketball, so a lot of players that came from the Atlanta area, like Jaylen Brown, just to say a few. Yeah.
Real big on losing too, huh?
Yeah.
So Donovan, you started your career out at Texas Tech. What was the transition like from Texas Tech to Mississippi College?
It was a little bit different because at Texas Tech, I was a freshman, so I was learning a lot from the older players, the seniors and stuff, and they gave me a lot of good material to learn from, not a lot of good tips. And it was just, what I learned so much from them it's just like, they just go so hard every day, and they're always focused, and their schedule and time management is just like immaculate. It's just everything's like so scheduled, everything's on point, and they're just always focused.
Besides your dad, who's like somebody who has had like a very strong impact on your life?
Ooh, that's a good question. Other than my dad, I'd probably say
Old coach.
I say probably my little brother, man. Actually, my little brother, like me and my little brother grew up together, always been inseparable. He always pushing me to go harder. Like, he always watches my games and stuff. Yeah. And he'll be the first, like, he's definitely my toughest critic, and we always work out together. So, yeah, I'd probably say my little brother, man. Learned a lot from him.
So last season, you led the Choctaws with 15 points per game and 6 rebounds. What improvements would you like to be seen made in your game and as a team?
In my game, I feel like the improvements I've been working on this summer has just been shooting a lot. I feel like my three-point percentage could be way higher this year. And I feel like my assist numbers could be way higher. I can get my teammates more involved than last year. And as a team, I feel like we just need to improve defensively and just rebounding. And if we shore up those two areas, we'll be way better than last year.
What has been your favorite moment as a Choctaw basketball player?
My favorite moment as a Choctaw basketball player is probably when I say Alabama Huntsville when we beat them here.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of a bittersweet moment because that's when I thought we were going to be one of the best teams in the Go South Conference.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we had like the whole team together. But it was also bittersweet because that was the last time we had Stacey Mack, Isaiah Austin, Lito Holloway, and Xavier Dillon on the team. So, yeah.
So being around NBA a lot, with your dad as a coach for the Milwaukee Bucks, what player in the league right now do you try to idolize your game around?
Russell Westbrook, man. That's been my favorite guy for
Brody.
Yeah, for forever, man. Ever since a young kid, man. Like he's different. So, like his slogan, "Why not?" I love that. Like I just love how he's always different, and he doesn't care what the public thinks about him. He just goes out, plays hard every night, tries to do whatever that makes his team win. Even though he gets the backlash from the media, he's still one of my favorites.
Tell me a little bit about the MC coaching staff and like what they have done for you.
Oh, Coach Lofton, he's been great, man. Ever since day one, he's the first guy to reach out to me from MC. Him and Coach Brooks. Coach Brooks, that's also one of my favorite coaches, man. I learned a lot from him on and off the court. However, he left to coach high school, and we have a new coach, Coach Ainsworth. He's also a great coach. He's been helping a lot with skill work, making sure everybody's going to class, and making sure everybody's held responsible and accountable.
So right now on the team, what player has surprised you in practice, and what player should we look out for this season as a surprise?
I would say Brandon, well, he's always been great. He's definitely gotten in shape and definitely improved his game a lot. Dylan Taylor, he was a freshman. He didn't play a lot last year, but he's a sophomore, and he should be coming into his own a lot. He's so fast with the ball, and he plays hard, man. He's a real good kid also. And Trey Jenkins from Itawamba Community College, he's a great shooter, man. And we have another great shooter from Reinhardt College named Scott. He's also impressed me also.
Who on the team would you not want to go up against inside one-on-one?
One-on-one?
Me.
Corey's got some good one-on-one skills too, but I say Brandon, man. Brandon, he's a bucket, man. He's tough. Like especially in the mid post area. He's definitely like one of the most unguardable players, probably in the conference.
So Monday night, the greatest quarterback of all time broke the passing record. Donovan, if you have to pick 5 quarterbacks all time to be the best, which quarterbacks would you pick?
Congrats to Drew Brees, you know.
The GOAT.
Yeah, the GOAT, you know. I'll probably say Joe Montana, the number one. The great Joe Montana.
Wait, to start?
Joe Montana start.
Okay.
I got to give Joe Montana his credit. I mean, I think people overlook him for what he did with the 49ers. I mean, he's still a legend of all the Super Bowls he's won. Then I had Tom Brady, number 2. Then, I say Peyton Manning, number 3. And Corey's not agreeing with the list at all. I'm going to say
Baker Mayfield 4.
I love Baker's game, though. He's great. 4, I say John Elway. And I'll put your boy Drew Brees at number 5.
You'll put him there.
Well, my list are probably, all right.
Drew Brees.
Drew
Brees.
My non-biased list, I would probably put Brady 1, 5 rings. It
Yeah.
speaks for itself. Montana 2.
Yeah.
Peyton Brees are very close to each other. That's 3, 4.
Yeah.
And then my 5th, I have Elway 6. I have Marino 5.
5. Okay.
But you,
I mean, see, it's tough because, you know, it depends on, like, the criteria that you use, like statistics, rings, like, whichever criteria you use, the list is going to switch.
I use both in importance to the
right.
team. Like,
well, I mean, the biggest thing to me, Peyton Manning, like, you saw the impact that he had on the Colts, and then when he left, they just, like, you know, tanked. So, I mean, I'm not saying he's the GOAT by, you know, any means. I still think Tom Brady, but, you know.
definitely not Matt Ryan. No.
Yeah. So, Donovan, what are your plans for after MC?
After MC, hopefully I could play professionally overseas, hopefully. Or if not, just coach basketball, man. That's always been one of my passions. And my dad coaches, so I learned so much from him. Like, I just have a deep passion for the game. So as long as I can stay around the game with basketball, I'll be fine.
So this summer, you went to the NBA Summer League and you kind of traveled. What did you get from this summer being around the practices and the games?
I learned from the Summer League, man, you can learn so much from the Summer League. As you know, you can attest to that. Man, it's just a lot about who you know, definitely about who you know, connections-wise. And with the Summer League, it's just about your chance and your opportunity, like what team best fits you as a person and what you bring best to the table, like what team like best fits your strengths and weaknesses, because one team can maximize your talent and potential other than a better team could. Other than another team could.
If you could go back in time and give your younger self a piece of advice, what would that advice be?
That's a good question too. I would tell my younger self that, you're always gonna go through ups and downs just to stay consistent. Like consistency and time management and working hard, those are like probably the three things I'll always learn. And also how you treat others is also very important, because you never know when you might need somebody.
Right.
So always treat others with respect and show them love, because you never know. My dad always told me that too.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
What is your goals for this season personally and as a team?
Personally, just to be one of the best players in the conference and help the team as much as possible as I can, and just to give them leadership, whatever they need, man. Just if they need somebody to talk to, just to give them everything I can, since this is my last year, and I don't want to hold anything back from anybody, and just to win as much as possible, man. We didn't win enough last year.
When you graduate and when people say the name Donovan Ham when you were gone, what do you want them to think?
First, I'm a good guy first, always the person first. That's the most thing. And then hopefully they'll say I'm a good student too. And then last, they could talk about what I did on the court. But honestly, to me, on the court is important, but it's not as important as everything else that's off the court.
Right.
Well, that's it for this segment of the show. Now with JJ Vaden with Magic Time.
What's up, y'all? It's JJ Vaden, and it's Magic Time, part 6. Welcome, everybody, to Magic Time. I'm JJ Vaden here in the Commons with the one and only Jaylen Brown, the star on the front line of the kickoff return team here for the Mississippi College Choctaws. Obviously, you're on the football team. You made that pretty clear. You know, we had a long road trip to Florida Tech, but what did you do for your fall break? Tell us.
Well, I stayed in a little bit, got a little studying done, classes.
Did you stay here or did you go home?
Yeah, I stayed on campus.
Stay here? I feel you.
We were actually engaged to be married in March.
Wow.
So we visited her family and took care of a lot of wedding details.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Do you know Donovan Ham?
I do not.
He's a star basketball player here at Mississippi College, and his dad is actually the assistant coach for the Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA.
That's crazy.
And do you know who Giannis Antetokounmpo is?
I don't know that either. No.
You don't? Okay, can you take a guess of where he's from? Like
Probably Africa.
Africa?
No.
No.
Really?
Try again.
Asia.
No.
That's a lot of the world there, bud.
Yeah, that is. Greece. That's right. Antetokounmpo. What's up, JJ? What's up? How you doing? To you, are the top 5 best basketball players in the NBA currently right now?
LeBron James, Steph Curry, KD, Jay Hart, and Russ.
LeBron James, Steph Curry, LeBron, KD second, then Steph, then Anthony Davis. And it's a toss-up between Giannis and Russell. I put those type of 5 packs.
The cards here, Jalen, and I'm gonna try something. It's not 100%, okay? But I need you to trust me here. It's all about you. This trick only works if you are into it, okay? All right. So I have a card here. I just want you to go and sign this card, Ace of Hearts, for me. Just go and just sign your name right across. I'll hold it for you so you have like a space to run on it. Yeah, anywhere. Go. Cap it for me. Someone sees that card. You see your signature right there? Okay, what I'm gonna do, okay, I'm gonna actually do something kind of weird, but I need you to trust me, okay? I'm just gonna fold this card up, okay? And I need you to just open your mouth and bite down on it with your teeth. All right, just trust me. Keep it right there, okay? Now, I want to take the next card down. The 9 of spades. Will you uncap the Sharpie for me? Okay. And I'll go ahead and sign this right here. Everyone sees that? You see that? Okay. And I'm going to take the 9 of spades, okay? And I'm going to put it in my mouth, okay? Okay. Put it on my hand. Put your hand on my hand. So hopefully, if I did this right, I now have your card. Now take a look at that card. Show the camera for me. Okay. I have a deck of cards here, okay?
Okay.
And you want to help me out?
Sure.
All I want you to do, I'm going to go with my thumb down like this. You tell me to stop whenever you want. Okay?
Stop.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a look at the cards you stopped at, okay? And it's okay if I see it too. You got the Queen of Spades.
Okay.
Queen of Spades. Now, I'm going to try something. It's going to hurt me a little bit because I pay for my own cards, but I'm going to rip the corner off. Y'all hear that?
Okay.
So I'm actually ripping it off. Just like that. Now watch. I'm going to actually get that piece to completely disappear from my hand. Right? Now, nothing in my hands. I don't have any sleeves, right?
Mm-mm.
But there's one place that the corner is.
Okay.
And there's nothing in my hands. I'm gonna lift up mine. And if you look in my sock, there's actually a corner piece right there.
Okay.
I'll go and pull that out and check it out. Y'all go ahead and make sure that matches perfectly.
Very cool.
That was cool.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Your cards here, okay?
I see that.
I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. Just memorize these 4 cards as best you can.
Okay.
You got it? Okay. Now, the first question is, how many cards were there?
There were 4.
4, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cards, right?
Yeah.
Now, what was the suit of the black 10? Spades or clubs?
Spades.
Spades, okay, let's see how you did. Spades, right?
Right.
Pull that chain for me, okay? And put your other hand right on top. Okay, now, what was the suit of the red 10? Hearts or diamonds?
That was diamond.
Diamonds? You
Hearts.
sure? Hearts.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, lift up the top hand for me. Keep that card right there. And hold on to the 10 of hearts, just like that. Put your hands on top.
Okay.
So now you have the 2 10s, right?
Right, yeah.
And that means that I have the 2 jacks.
Yep.
Right? I'm gonna try something kind of weird, okay?
Okay.
I want you to use your imagination for me, okay? I want you to imagine that we go to a time where not only do I have the 2 10s, check it out. Look what you have.
You need to chill. This is okay. No, that's ridiculous. That's wild, JJ. That's wild.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. That's it for me. I'm JJ Baden, and I'll see y'all next time.
Welcome back, Donovan. Do you believe in magic?
Yes, I do after that.
That was crazy, huh?
That was real crazy.
Well, now we're at our next segment of the show with Sadie Wise, who has a couple of trivia questions for us. Sadie?
Okay, so the Bucks won the NBA Finals in 1971. What 2 Hall of Famers were on that team?
It was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Oscar Robertson.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and Donovan, you answered the first half of this one earlier, but what year did Donovan Ham win an NBA championship, and what team did he beat?
It was 2004, and it was the Los Angeles Lakers.
Okay, these are too easy for you.
Yeah.
The last one is about your hometown of Atlanta.
Okay.
When was the last time Atlanta hosted a Super Bowl?
Matter of fact, because they're about to host it this year, isn't it right? Yeah.
Yeah, host this year.
I'm going to say it was in the old Georgia Dome. So, was it 1991?
They did host it in 1991, but 2000 Titans Rams.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot it was there. Yeah.
I'm excited for this Super Bowl in Atlanta, man.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Hopefully, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Saints win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for the show. Donovan, it's been great having you on.
Appreciate you guys.
Good luck for the rest. Good luck for the season, man.
I'm excited for it.
Well, I'm Corey Rholdon.
And I'm Damon Wright.
We'll see you guys next week.